What's going on, guys? My name is Dramatic Fanny. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you are surviving the craziness. Journey Together comes out tomorrow. We're going to talk about the master set, which we did complete. We did find that ends Clink Clang Reverse Hollow. It was actually in the video where I opened the case of 3-pack blisters. I just didn't see it. But we got it. So the master set is complete. So this is the video. You want to make sure you're subscribed to the channel. You want to leave a like and a comment on this video. Boom, you are entered. I'll talk about that in a second here. The master set giveaway. We'll talk about that in a second. I want to clear the air a little bit because I recorded a dramatic video. It wasn't meant to be dramatic when I first sat down. But more like a unified video, a united video about Destined Rivals. That I'm not going to open any of it. And it kind of... I don't know, like a lot of people watch content, but they pull pieces out, they hear what they want to hear. I want to clear the air and make sure. I was never throwing shade at any creators, first of all. I get along with like all the creators. I have nothing but positive things to say about a lot of them, and especially Opossum Bud. I adore that dude. Like I've gotten along with Opossum Bud for a very long time. I appreciate his opinion. I appreciate his opinion a lot because he sees the hobby differently. So he might be like, oh, well, why do you care? I don't care what your subscriber count is. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Like, your opinion is what matters to me because you see things differently. And the reason that I'm not opening Destined Rivals isn't because... the reason my friends aren't opening it. You guys, some of you are going to open it. A lot of you are going to open it. Some of you will probably, unfortunately, pay scalper prices, which I don't agree with. I don't think you should do that. But a lot of you will find it at MSRP and you will enjoy opening it. And as corny as this sounds, I think of a lot of you as friends, as family, as this family. As we like to call it sometimes. But, I don't want to open up Pokemon cards if you're not opening up Pokemon cards. I think that's part of the movement, that's part of the culture, and that's something that, as I was listening to Opossum Bud's video talking about the understanding of everything, self-reflection is super important. And the moment I do a lot of good. I do a lot of good for the hobby. I try to do a lot of good for the hobby. And there are a lot of creators who do a lot of good for the hobby. But the moment you start focusing on the good and stop focusing on the ways that you can improve is the moment that you lose sight of yourself. It's the moment you lose sight of what you're trying to accomplish. So any video, even if it's not directly related to me at all, which I said in the last video, I said I don't think his video was pointed at me. But there's still stuff that you can pull out of it. And there's still self-reflection that can happen. And there's still things that you can point at and say, hey, I can do this better. I might not be part of the problem, but how am I part of the solution? What am I doing to be part of the solution? And the moment you stop doing that is the moment you lose sight of who you are and what you're trying to accomplish. So I'm always going to be that way. I'll keep it 100 with you guys. I still don't know what I'm doing in YouTube. I still don't know how we've gotten as big as we've gotten. I know that there's people who are just going to subscribe to my channel for giveaways, and that's all that they're going to care about. And then if a giveaway stops or when the market corrects, they're going to leave. I know that they're just using me. That's okay. That's fine. Some people are like that, and that's okay. And if I'm what you need to get through right now, the hope that you have a 1 in 5,000 chance at winning a Journey Together master set, I'm happy to be that. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Like that's okay. That's part of doing something for the greater good, and I'm okay with that. And I appreciate all the support, everything like that. Nick, Opossum Bud, I love you. I think you're amazing. I think you're great. I really appreciate all the support. I never was trying to take a shot or anything like that. But we're going to talk about Journey Together. I just wanted to kind of clear the air a little bit. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. Like, you guys are family. And I don't want to open up Pokemon cards I should have seen that before. I should have understood that before. I have a lot of friends who play competitive. I will figure out a way to help them get cards. I talked yesterday on the stream about, hey, maybe we can figure out a way where I can send 20 boxes that I would typically open out to 20 of you guys. You can open it up. You can record it. I can put a montage together. That way I can still get the content out of it. We can still get the pull rate data out of it. We can still get, I can have you guys send back some of the bulk. I read off a list yesterday of one Journey Together list that I got from one of my friends, and I mean, a lot of it is just common and uncommon. They don't play high rarity stuff. So like a lot of people who watch this channel are collectors. They want to pull that Lily's Clefairy, but they want to pull the special illustration rare or the full art. My friends, they just want the regular art. They just want to use that in decks. They don't want the bling. They don't need anything like that. So we'll figure out a way to make it work. We'll figure out a way to make Destined Rivals work, but I'm not going to open it. Honestly, like I don't want to. And I think it's important to stand together and unite together. And hey, we gotta not pay above MSRP. And it's easy for me to say that because I don't have to pay above MSRP. I get to pay wholesale costs, right? I get to do that. You don't. And until you can find product, I don't want it. We'll figure out a way to get more of it out there at MSRP. I will still battle tooth and nail and fight to get as much product as I can. My allocations are still good. Like they're strong. I got more booster boxes of Journey Together than any set ever. Except maybe Darkness Ablaze, which we got just a complete truckload full of. But we're going to do, I'm just going to keep fighting, getting more and more and more and just feeding and just getting it out there. We are a team. We're a family, as dumb as that sounds. And let's talk about Journey Together because the Master Set is complete. And thank goodness it was so much easier than Prismatic Evolutions and cheaper, which is also good. So this is the Journey Together Master Set. I get a lot of comments about where these binders come from. The Unlucky Collector on Instagram. I will leave a link for his Instagram in the description. I believe he has an Etsy shop also. He does all of the etch work. It's amazing. He does it for every master set that we give away. He'll do it for Destined Rivals, I think. Now I just committed him to it. But the Danny Phantom logo's down here. We got Iono's Belly Bolt. We got Hop Zacian. We got the set symbol. We got Enzorark and Lily's Clefairy over here. And it is complete. And we will go through the entire thing once. But I do have some housekeeping matters that I want to talk about with the set. So the set, it's great because it is smaller. And I think that's the biggest thing that a lot of people aren't understanding. When you look at pre-order pricing, which we'll talk about in a second, when you look at pre-order pricing for packs, for singles, for things like that, it's absolutely insane right now. Way, way more expensive than it should be. And I have preached this a million times. This is why you cannot pay scalper pricing right now. This is why you cannot overpay right now. MSRP for a booster box, that's just where we are right now. I think that's fine. We're a little bit under that. MSRP for a booster pack is like $4.50, somewhere around that area, $4.50, maybe $5 at the max. Wouldn't go higher than that. I really wouldn't, because this set should be readily available to an extent. Like, we are not in a Prismatic Evolutions phase right now with Journey Together. This is the main series set. What that means is everything is getting released at once. Like, it is just boom. Tomorrow, even today, like, there's already places that are stocking Journey Together. Prismatic Evolutions, we need to remember, was waived. It is a very waived set. So the original release for Prismatic Evolutions was only 3 products. It was just the Elite Trainer box. I think it was I can't remember, the poster collection, the sticker collection. I think that was it, right? Like, that was the only products that released from Prismatic Evolution. Because of that, there is not as much availability of that set. Demand really high, supply really low. A set like Journey Together, if you remember, and you were around when Surging Sparks first released, it was available in stores. You could find it at MSRP. In fact, it was below MSRP really up until the week after release is when it started jumping up a little bit and started getting a little bit more difficult to find. But if you go out and about, you should be able, and I shouldn't say should, you might be able to find some Journey Together. If you don't, I think you should be patient. I think you should chill, and there will be more coming. I'm confident of that. I've already been told that there is a reprint of Journey Together in the works. I don't know details, I don't know the size, but I will communicate that as soon as I have it. But you have 3-pack blisters, you have check lane boosters, you have sleeve boosters, you have booster boxes, you have Elite Trainer boxes, you have those mini pad folios, you have the Hop Zacian or Zacian EX collection box, like you have booster bundles, you have build and battle kits. There are products out there, a lot more than what we had with Prismatic Evolutions. Yeah, you might not be able to find them if you just go to Walmart after work. You might have to dig a little bit. You might have to look around a little bit. But eventually, I promise you, you will be able to find some. If not, we'll figure out a way. But Journey Together is a small size set. I think it's actually the smallest set we have had in the Scarlet and Violet block. I did not go back and look at Obsidian Flames, but I'm pretty sure there were 12 illustration rares in Obsidian Flames, I think. But a small size set, only 11 illustration rares, 6 special illustration rares, and 3 hyper rares. What that means is basically this is half the size of a set like Surging Sparks. So if you opened up a decent amount of Surging Sparks looking for certain cards and you weren't able to pull them, you are twice as likely to pull them in this set because it is only half the size. Pull rates remain consistent. We'll have a full pull rate breakdown in tomorrow's video from what we opened, but pull rates look very consistent, even a little bit better than what we saw with Surging Sparks. And because of that, the set size being small means that if you are somebody who likes to open up a lot of packs, you can take your time with this one. You should be able to accomplish opening them up without breaking the bank completely if you're buying packs at or below MSRP. Stellar Crown, for example, perfect example. I compare these two a lot in set size, maybe not necessarily in card art. Like, I do think Journey Together is a cooler set as far as card art goes, but look, 13 illustration rares, 6 special illustration rares, and 3 hyper rares in Stellar Crown. So a much smaller set, just like Stellar Crown. Whereas you compare it to a set like Paradox Rift, 34 illustration rares, 15 special illustration rares, 7 hyper rares. So almost 3 times the size. So that Groudon from Paradox Rift, which gets a lot of love because it's a cool card, is about 3 times more difficult to pull than any illustration rare that you want from Journey Together. So if you're really hunting down that Whale Lord, for example, it's going to be about 3 times as easy to find it as far as pack count goes that you would have to open than Paradox Rift with the Groudon, because there are so much less to pull from. Now, variance is always going to play a factor, but when you only have 11 illustration rares, you're going to pull less duplicates than Paradox Rift, where you're going to pull more duplicates hunting for 1 card. So variance doesn't play as big of an impact. Twilight Masquerade, good example of a set size that's about double. Twilight Masquerade had 21 illustration rares, 11 special illustration rares, and 6 hyper rares. So Twilight Masquerade we'll use as an example for like that Greninja, for example. That Greninja is something that a lot of people love. Twilight Masquerade, 748 packs to pull that Greninja. Whereas the Lily's Clefairy, which is the chase card for a lot of people in Journey Together, and you can substitute Lily's Clefairy for any of the special illustration rares that might be your cup of tea in Journey Together. You're chasing the Salamence, you're chasing the Enzorark, you're chasing the Hobzacian, you're chasing the Volcanion, you're chasing the Bellibolt. You're looking at about 1 out of 408 packs on average. Now, you could pull duplicates. The variance could play a little bit of a factor, but on average, 408 packs as opposed to the Greninja, which is 748 packs. So the pull rate up there is not the pull rate that I put together for Journey Together. I do actually think it's a little bit better than that, especially in the double rare category and possibly also in the ultra rare category and illustration rare category. I do think special illustration rares remain fairly consistent, which is 1 out of about 2 booster boxes. It says 68 packs up there. I'm confident that if we did open up enough to have a large enough sample size, it would be about 72, 2 booster boxes worth. So 1 out of roughly 72 booster packs means that you take the amount of booster packs it takes to pull 1 and multiply it by the amount of different variations of that special illustration rare there are. So in Twilight Masquerade, there were 11 special illustration rares. Takes you 68 packs to pull 1. So you multiply 68 packs times 11. You get 1 out of 748 packs for Greninja. You do the same thing for Journey Together. There's only 6 special illustration rares, 1 out of 408 packs to pull the Lily's Clefairy. Same thing when it comes to a breakdown of illustration rares, which I actually think might be a little bit easier to pull in Journey Together. Eevee, for example, from Twilight Masquerade, there's 21 illustration rares, so you take 21, multiply it by 12, because it takes 12 packs to open up a singular illustration rare. Not necessarily the Eevee, could be any illustration rare, but it takes you about 12 packs to open 1. That means 252 packs is what it's going to take you at least to pull a singular. Now, you could pull better than that. This is an average. 252 packs to pull a singular specific illustration rare like that Eevee, whereas Whale Lord, if that's your chase, again, you can insert any illustration rare you want into here. You could want to pull that Furret. You could want to pull the Noibat. It doesn't matter. Whatever your chase illustration rare is, it's going to take you about 132 packs. That's really not bad. 3 booster boxes, 144 packs. You should get maybe all, depending on variance, maybe all of the illustration rares just by opening up 4 booster boxes. That's pretty good. 132 packs, way better than Prismatic Evolutions. Now, Prismatic Evolutions, we didn't have illustration rares, so a lot of people are just chasing special illustration rares, which is 1 out of 70 packs, and you've got 32 special illustration rares. It feels like you're never going to pull an Evolution because there are 24 or 25 other special illustration rares that you can pull before that. So that's really important. The bad thing about Journey Together, there is a huge variance in boxes. I thought maybe it would be different with A-Specs because there are no A-Specs in this set, so yeah, that feels a little bit like you're not getting as many hits, but you still make up for it. surprisingly, in the form of additional regular arts, maybe an additional full art, or maybe there were several boxes we opened up that had 4 illustration rares as opposed to 3. So a huge variance in boxes. Some boxes had as few as 11 hits. Other boxes had as many as 17 hits, which is a lot. That's a lot of hits when half of your packs are including either regular arts, ultra rares, double rares, special illustration rares, hyper rares. Like, there's a lot. Batching continues to be a huge issue. Oh, what's going on? If the printing facility sends to distribution, and the printing facility is I don't know how it all works, but it's got to be something weird. So yesterday we opened up 400 packs on stream. Sold them all. It was a 10-pack lot for $39.99. I think that's what it was. So basically $3.99 a pack. We had 40 participants in the break. We just capped it at that. We pulled 5 special illustrationers. 4 of them were Lily's Clefairy. We pulled 1 Salamence and 4 Lily's Clefairy. That's a little weird. So you expect variance, but it is a little weird to pull consistently Lily's Clefairy. Also, the fact that we couldn't pull an Ends Kling Klang, that's a little weird. That's a little weird because there are probably some reverse hollows that I have 10, 12, 15 of in the 2+ cases that we opened. But like no Ends Kling Klang, like that's a little, or Kling Klang there, that's a little weird. So looking at booster pack prices right now, this is something we've never experienced before when it comes to a main series set. You can see the market price. I pulled this up last night, $8.79, but the lowest listed was $10.73. When I looked at the booster packs yesterday during the day, the market price was over $10. I don't know who's buying them at this price point, but please don't. You will be able to find them for cheaper, and if not, it is going to be a race to the bottom. TCG Player operates on a race to the bottom model. Right now, this is a pre-sale for a reason. On TCG Player, the only stores that are allowed to sell up until tomorrow are stores that are authorized pre-sale stores. That means they have a brick and mortar, they do pre-releases, they are approved by the Pokemon Company International or by TCG Player to sell Pokemon cards early, before release day. So that way they can ship them and they could arrive to your door before release day. Those are the stores that are allowed to sell on TCG Player. Those are the only that's why there's so few listings. Once TCG Player opens up to everybody, which will be tomorrow on release day, prices will go down. Especially when it comes to these boosters. This is way too high. $10.73 for a booster pack is too high. But you only have a handful of stores to buy from. So if you're sitting there freaking out like, oh, it's $10, it's $9, that's $1.50 cheaper than it was this morning, I'm going to buy them now. Don't. Like, just don't. Like, just chill. Let's just chill and the price will come down as more and more stores are able to start selling and more people are able to put up their extra product or their duplicates or whatever. The prices should start coming down. I don't want people to lose their money in this hobby. Like, this hobby can be fun. I wouldn't worry too much about Anyways, Journey Together, 576 total packs to finish the Master Set, second lowest in the Scarlet and Violet era after Obsidian Flames. Huge breath of fresh air. If you remember, we opened up, I forget how much it was, 300 packs of Prismatic Evolutions. We didn't plan on opening up much Prismatic Evolutions or this set because we wanted to sell as much at MSRP as we possibly could. But I also explained all of this in the last video. We wanted to make sure that we still stock the storefront with singles. That's what we've always done. And we just will find different ways to do that with Destined Rivals. And also just the competitive players. We want to make sure to help out that competitive community as well as much as possible. 576 packs, not bad. You're looking at, I mean, that's a lot of packs. You might be like, hey, Fanny, that's over 2 cases. Like, that is over 2 cases. You're right. That's a lot. But 576 packs when you compare it to other sets, certainly Sparks, I think we opened up 2,000 packs to master. So card quality took a huge step back. I don't know if you watched me open a case, but the End Zoroark was severely off-center, which was unfortunate because that's like my favorite one. I don't mind too much off-center cards. I don't mind too much. I don't grade a lot anyways. But you pull a really cool card. I remember when Battle Styles came out, I pulled the alternate Tyranitar V like fairly early on, and I looked at it and it was so off-center. It was like, this is my chase card of the set, and I just feel like I'm getting slapped in the face with it. Like, it just wasn't great. Batching issues, miscuts, whitening, and dents. This is where the concern comes in because of all this demand right now and supply issues. With all the supply issues right now, if Pokemon is like, okay, let's print, let's go. And then all of a sudden QC takes a boom, like a step back because they're trying to meet demand. That's the main concern. Loose wrapping on booster boxes, not as bad as Temporal Forces or Darkness Ablaze, but still a lot of booster boxes, unfortunately, that I sent out in our first pre-order. They're very loose, which isn't, I mean, it's nothing, there's nothing you can do about it, right? Like that's, it comes in, it's got the stop tape on it, it's factory sealed, like it is what it is. But you send it out and people are like, oh, I want nice, tight, crisp wrapping. Well, what do you want me to do? All of our booster boxes are loose. Like it's all kind of, like it's just not ideal. So that's a little bit unfortunate. And then the whole idea of enhanced booster boxes versus non-enhanced booster boxes, I just wanted to put that in there as a reminder. If you ordered from an LGS or if you ordered from a brick and mortar, you should be getting enhanced. The only non-enhanced booster boxes I know that exist in the United States are ones that were opened up from pre-release kits. Now this could change with the second print run. We won't know for sure until that second print run gets announced, and then I will make sure to communicate that information to you guys. But enhanced booster boxes, as far as the United States is concerned, should be everywhere. That's all that there should be outside of pre-release kits. So I think that is everything that I've got. So now we are going to talk about this bad boy right here. And I'm just going to kind of show it off so that way you can see it. This is the Journey Together Master Set. I told you before where you can get binders like this from. Huge shout out to the Unlucky Collector again for putting this binder together. If you want to win this, all you got to do is just make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So scroll down, hit that subscribe button. That's all you got to do. And then leave a like and a comment on this video. Why do you have to leave a like and a comment? Well, the random comment picker is going to do its thing, and it's going to choose one comment, and that's the winner. And that is what it is. And then we just, we'll announce the winner, I don't know, like 2 weeks from tomorrow. So you've got 2 weeks from tomorrow, whatever that day is in April, 2 weeks from the 28th of March. I should probably know. I'm probably going to mention it again, so it'll be fine. But scroll down, hit that subscribe button, and then leave a like and a comment on this video. Boom, you are entered. Let's take a look at the master set. I did things pretty normally with this one. I'm not gonna, I don't have enough room. I didn't record like a separate video. So I'm just gonna kind of go through things real quick so you can kind of take a look. The way that I do things is I always lay out the normal variant and then the reverse hollow after it. A lot of people will put the reverse hollow behind or the normal variant behind the reverse hollow. That's completely up to you. I do master sets as every card that you can possibly pull from a master set. I will probably include the box topper in here and the ETB promo in here just to be safe. I don't usually include those necessarily in master sets because you can't pull them from a booster pack, but a lot of people like to include all that stuff. They include all the build and battle promos. They include everything that's released that is tied to the set. I just do whatever is pulled from a booster pack. There's no right way to do it. It's completely up to you. But this is everything laid out. So this is just non-hollow followed by reverse hollow. And we don't really have anything to really point out until we've got our first Amoonguss down here in the corner. So you can see the Amoonguss over there. For the most part, it's a cool set because of the artwork. The artwork looks very, very neat. We've got the Blaziken EX on this page over here. You can see Blaziken down there. On this page, you've got two ultra rares or two double rares with the Reshiram and the Volcanion. I really like the trainer Pokemon, how they've got the trainer in the corner there. It looks really cool. I did not sleeve every card. I just sleeved the ultra rares and above. We've got Ludicolo. Ludicolo is a top 5 Pokemon for me. I don't know if it is for you. I do like the Wailord. I think the Wailord looks really cool. And then we've got Veluza, which I can do without. But Veluza, some people, I'm sure there's somebody who loves Veluza, and I got nothing against it. So the Iono's Voltorb just slaps. I don't know why the artwork looks so good to me. Same thing with the Electrode. It just looks really, really good. And then we've got the Tapu Koko there on the bottom. I'm sure I'll knock something over as I'm going through this. Iono's Bellybolt, which could be okay in competitive play. Lily's Clefairy, which also could be okay in competitive play right there. Then we've got the Mr. Mimes down at the bottom, Alolan Marowak at the bottom there. There's nothing really worth pointing out. And Sigilif over here, which is pretty good. Could be decent. Lily's Rabambe. You've got Mimikyu EX down in the corner over there. A lot of people like Mimikyu. Mimikyu is a cool Pokemon, so I can get behind that. We've got the Birthday Cake Pokemon over here with Alchemy EX getting a variant. Then we've got Mamoswine, which could be okay in competitive play. I don't know. It seems like a meh deck to me. We'll see. Mamoswine. A lot of people want to build it. We'll see how it goes. Nothing really that stands out on this page. You've got the Silly Cobra up there with Hop. Hop doesn't really have too much here. Hop's got some cards. I don't know if any of them are going to really do too much competitively. You've got Paldean Clodsire over here. Destined Rivals looks like it's going to be a pretty crazy set as far as competitive play goes. And as far as collecting goes, you've got Enzorark over there with the return of the trade ability, which is super cool. There's that Enz Klinklang right there that evaded us for so long. And then we move into Hop Zacian EX right there, Salamence EX in the corner over there. I'm just kind of going through things pretty quickly here. Dunsparce EX over there. And then we move into colorless Pokemon. Nothing really worth noting on this page here, so I'll just kind of flash it off real quickly. But again, every single non-holo followed by the reverse holo or holo rare followed by the reverse holo. So like Hops Double over there, followed by the reverse holo Hops Double. And then you move in. If we didn't have enough black belts training in Prismatic Evolutions, you've got 3 more variants of it in this set. It's just crazy. Crazy. Like just repeated card names all over the place. End's Castle, Lily's Pearl. Not a whole lot of trainer madness in this set. There's some trainers that'll do okay, but nothing too crazy. Here's the illustration rare page over here. That Maractus pops really well. The Articuno is the chase for a lot of people. That's a really cool card. We got the Whale Lord, the Ionos Kilowattrel, Lily's Rabambi, and Swinub right there. And then the bottom, you can see you've got Lycanroc, End's Reshiram. This is the non-box topper version, so there is no stamp on this one. You still can pull it from the booster box. Furret and Noibat down there, and then we've got Hops Wooloo, and that's it for illustration rares. Then you move into the full arts. So Volcanion EX, Iono's Bellybolt. I really do like the silhouette of the trainers in the background. I think that looks super cool. There's the full art Mamoswine and Zoroark, which is my favorite card of the set. Hops Zacian, Salamence EX, and at the bottom you've got Dudunsparce, Brock Scouting, Irises, Fighting Spirit, and Ruffian. And then we've got the last page right here, which features the special illustration rares. Volcanion EX up in the corner there, followed by Iono's Bellybolt, followed by Lily's Clefairy. Then there's the End Zoroark, which is my favorite card of the set. Hops Zacian, Salamence EX, and then the gold cards, which I actually do really like the gold cards in this set. Iono's Bellybolt and Zoroark, and last but not least, the Spiky Energy right there. So we've got the master set completed. We're going to give that away to one subscriber. So hit that subscribe button, leave a like and a comment on this video. And for Destined Rivals, since we're not going to open, we'll have to figure out a different way to do a master set, but we'll figure that out when we get to it. We still got a couple months yet, but thank you so much for everything, all the support. You guys are awesome. I love you very much. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to even do this. Without you guys, this never would happen. So thank you very much. We'll be back tomorrow with a full pull rate breakdown for Journey Together, so you can make the best decision when it comes to spending your collecting dollars. So make sure to join us tomorrow. Until then, guys, peace.